Welcome to the first ever edition of the Nerd Action Comic Book Review. I'm King Eddie, and today we're going to review a book that I was really excited about, Spread. This book's by Justin Jordan and the art's by Kyle Strahm. One of the things I really like about this book is the immediate reaction from the readers. Everyone's immediately drawing comparisons between The Thing and Mad Max and even Lone Wolf and Cub. And I understand that there are several things that may align this way, but there's something else about this book that really hit me within the first couple of pages. There is a form of uniqueness that Jordan brings to a style of story that some may think is kind of played out. But that's just the thing. We're in issue number 1, and I think the tone that's been set in issue number 1 has people asking questions and looking for similarities. But instead, what I really believe we have here is a snowball rolling down a mountain. As this thing progresses more and more and more, it's just going to get bigger and more vast and extremely deadly. One of the things I love the most is the art of Kyle Strahm. When you think about the spread in the book, when you see the monstrosity that it is and the different variations of which it's brought to life, to be so unique with such a almost uniform creature, that takes real talent. And so we see this mass of nasty, herky-jerky, weird-looking horror, but then we see the distinct variations in certain segments of it, and that's really hard to do, especially when you're trying to captivate and also push forth continuity with the way that it looks. So Kyle Strahm has definitely done a good job. Also, the color of this book is insane. It really drives home the tone. It's like a gloomy blue overcast, really faded and desaturated, and it contrasts with these bright, deep reds that just splash across your eyeballs, and it's insane. It really is. It sets something up in your own mind that assists you in the story later. In this particular book, we follow No. He's the main character. His name is No. And there's something about him that is kind of haunting. He's not just Billy Badass with a hatchet. There's something going on there. There's a reason behind it, and I feel that that's going to be just as much of the story as it unfolds as anything with the baby. That brings us to the other point. No is protecting a baby they call Hope. Obviously, because this baby is the last hope for humanity to battle the spread. And once again, it's not something that is immediately explained, and we don't want it to be. We want to see how in-depth and how broad this story becomes. So in doing that, in setting the hook, I believe that Spread number 1 achieved its goal. There are so many things that people think are going to happen, and if I know anything about the way Justin Jordan writes, it's going to take some very amazing turns. We may end up in the same place, but the way we get there is going to be extremely unique. Moving forward to Spread number 2, I will be the first person in line at my local comic book shop in order to grab this book. I give it 5 out of 5. I mean, there's no denying that I want to see more of this story. That's where you base your opinion of comic books. Did you get everything out of the first issue? Obviously not. You don't want to. You want to feel compelled to read again, and that's what Spread did. Spread by Image Comics, Justin Jordan, Kyle Strahm. Amazing book. I recommend it. Thanks for joining us with Nerd Action Comic Book Review. My name is King Eddie. We'll see you next time.